Welcome back. My name's Anthony and we're looking at Digital Essentials again. This is the second part in the four-part series, and this time we're going to be looking at the detailed analysis of one digital platform. You remember last time, if you watched the first vlog, that we looked at various different digital platforms within the business, but this time we're going to be focusing on one, maybe two. So what you can see here is two systems, and there's a good reason why I've selected two here rather than just one, because Futuro is by far the main system for Intech Microsystems. It does everything for us. It does inventory, it does reporting, it does finance in the back end, it does warehouse, it does everything. But where IMS fits in, which was introduced a few years back, is it's more of a front end and a little bit more user friendly and looking at user design rather than Futuro, which is a 15-year-old system. It's very where IMS is better also is, as you can maybe see there, it comes with a CRM, some further reporting tools, and it does actually have bill of materials, which Futuro doesn't have. So what we're going to look at is why do we opt to look for or build IMS? So we're going to look at using the first stage of decision making according to Simon 1955, which is intelligence. We had to establish what the problem was before we could agree to a solution. And as you can see by the information in front here, is that one of the biggest issues that we had was system slowness, along with data issues, the system being outdated, too many systems and complicated long processes. So you can see big issues there, and if you want to future-proof a business, you can't keep having these type of issues. We looked at this in the first vlog, and this shows where Futuro and IMS sit within the system. Now if I just hold my camera for a second, which it doesn't allow me to, but what you would see behind my camera is IMS there as well. So it shows that Futuro and IMS work hand in hand, but as you can see, with tactical decisions and strategic decisions, IMS sits a little bit higher, but it's still only very basic in what it can do. Again, on the left, you've got Loud and Loud in 2004, just adding some further context into kind of where these systems fit in terms of management information systems, decision support systems, etc. Now here we look at the second stage in decision making, Simon 1955, which is design. And you can also see Chafee and White 2011, there's some other methods of obtaining application software. And as you can see, there's four methods there, which is bespoke, packaged, hosted and tailored. Now we have looked at this a few years ago, and we actually looked at a project to completely overhaul our systems and look to get a packaged ERP. We looked at hosted options and looked at tailored options as well, and they do all have their pros and cons, which you can see there. What we look to do is go more bespoke and use our software development company ArcSoft to have it built for us, because ArcSoft is a company that developed Futuro, so that they know it all inside out, so it made sense that we would use them then to build on top of our current systems. Where you see disadvantages there for costly and time consuming, it's very much up for debate, because of who we use and the relationships we got. It's not necessarily costly, but it most definitely is time consuming. Now on the last slide I briefly mentioned what we opted to do, and that kind of leads into the third stage of Simon 1955, which is choice. Corporate Technology are our IT management guys. Unfortunately, they didn't really have much of a say in the system that we used, which is very frustrating for them. They don't necessarily interact with ArcSoft too much, and it's very much senior managers and directors within the business made decisions on how we wanted the business to move forward with our system based on processes, and not necessarily how it needs to work in the back end from a data security, information security point of view. What we also found when we built IMS and we introduced the CRM and other various areas is we did find that certain staff, such as the sales team, became very lazy. They became reliant on receiving orders through email, stopped making telephone calls too much. We have customer and supplier feeds coming to our system, so all of the pricing updates automatically. So it should lead to a very proactive force. But I think when everything's been done for you, we actually had quite the opposite. And this is what you should have. This is the final stage of Simon 1995. This is implementation. This is how it should look. It should be a constant flow, as you can see there: plan, code, build, release, deploy, operate, monitor, and back through again. And it should be a constant cycle, just like any other cycle or theory, like plan, do, check, act. It should be constant, and you should always be improving. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you can get on to the next one. In the next one, in this 4-part series, we'll be looking at data protection and GDPR, which we touched on very briefly with information security there. But hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you.